me black no more, cause it ain't facts no more. We destroyed mentally, don't whip our backs no more. When I tell that to my people that say I'm hating them folks, and I ain't never burned a cross or hung nobody with rope. They make mockery of us, they say our people are joke. Come we from living in ghettos and we strung out on dope. Question, why do we always take the love of the folks who brought us over here on boats and keep them chains around throats, huh? Making to most got us working in fields instead of picking cotton, being plants and meals. They got us running up and down on this football field. But you better not protest cause you in slavery still. You can put your hands up and you can still get killed. Niggas look for me and count and he retired with me.
I got a question for you, man. You don't got no hair on your face? You don't like beards, mustache? What's up?
Well, most time I don't.
Most time you don't? All right, let me show you something. Did you know it was a commandment that a man's supposed to have a beard on his face? Did you know that?
Yes, sir.
You knew that? Where you find that at? You ain't know that? All right, cool. Keep it 100 with me. Watch this. I'm going to show it to you, though, because you... Like he said, we're a holy people. That means we're different from everybody else. What they do, we ain't got to do that. We do our own thing. But according to the Bible, I'm going to show you. Read what you got.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your head.
So we're not supposed to round the corners of our head. And another scripture say we're not supposed to make baldness on our head. You're not supposed to shave all your hair off. Go against the grain, bald-headed. You know what I'm saying? Now, you good. Keep going. Read.
Neither shalt thou mark the corners of thy beard.
Yeah, get the other one. Say mark the corners of your beard. That means, 21:5. That means get a razor and go against the grain and cut it off. But it's going to clear it up in the next verse. Watch this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
Tyrese, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, bald-headed, right? Keep going.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Shave off the corner of your beard. You know what? I just want a little goatee right there. I'm going to shave off. We're not supposed to do that because we God-chosen people. You God-chosen people. Read.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
We're not supposed to make cuttings in our flesh. That means tattoos. You know what I'm saying? That's the trend now. You watch basketball, anything, football? All the athletes got a sleeve full of tattoos. They think it's popular, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's not what we're supposed to be doing, right? Keep going.
Oh, that was it.
All right. You ain't got no more questions for me now? What about this though? You go to church? Anything?
Yeah, I go to church.
What day of the week you go to church on?
On Sunday.
Sunday. Why you do that? Yeah, just a question. Why you do that?
I
Just doing what you've been taught. Give me what's that? Mark 7:7. I'm gonna show you something real quick. I'm gonna show you something. Mark 7:7 or either Acts 7:29. Either one. Acts 7:29 be good. You got it. You right there. Mark 7:7. My bad. Go ahead. I'm gonna show you something because we gotta stop doing traditions. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta wake up and be like, wait a minute. Why am I doing this? Why do I wear? You know what I'm saying? You gotta start asking these questions. But Mark 7:7. Read what you got.
The book of Mark, chapter 7, verse 7. Howbeit, in vain do they worship me.
This is Christ talking. He said, in vain do his chosen people, they worship me. They got a zeal. They worship me, right? Keep going.
Teaching for doctrines, the commandments of men.
They teaching doctrines. Hey, we go to church on this day because somebody said it. A long time ago, somebody changed the date and said go to church on Sunday. We've been doing it ever since then, since slavery, right? Black History Parade, since slavery. We've been going to church on Sunday. Keep going.
For laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold the tradition of men.
Because when you start looking up the origins of Sunday worship, go to Exodus 20:8. Yeah. When you start looking up the origins of Sunday worship, it all goes back to a tradition of a man. Somebody came and changed the times. I'm going to show you that next, but I'm going to show you the day that you're supposed to go to church on. Anybody that goes to church on a Sunday, they following a tradition of a man. They not even looking up, they're doing the research, right? For instance, you heard of the 10 Commandments? You never heard of the 10 Commandments? What they teach you in church? What you supposed to be doing? Talk about the Bible. Just God and Jesus. And give me 10% of your money, right? Pay your tithe money, right? All right, so watch this. I'm going to show you. The 4th commandment is what I'm reading you right now. The church is supposed to teach you at least the 10 commandments. It's way more commandments than that, but we're supposed to at least learn the 10. The 4th commandment say, remember the Sabbath day. Right. So if you got to remember something, that means it's a possibility that you might do what? If I say, hey man, remember to take that trash out, that means it's a chance that you might do what?
I might miss up or something.
You might forget to take the trash out. God is saying, remember the Sabbath day, because it's a chance. Well, it ain't a chance. He knew that we was going to forget in these last days. But watch this. Read what you got.
To keep it holy, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So God says you got 6 days to go to work, cut grass, wash cars, whatever you got to do to get an income. Whatever you got to do. Work out, exercise. 6 days you can do that.
But the 7th day,
the 7th day of the week. You seen a calendar, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
What's the first day on the calendar?
Monday.
Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
You take a look at the calendar. I know that we think Monday, that begins the work week, but when you look at the calendar, Sunday is the first day of the week.
Monday, it's like the first day.
Of the work week.
Yeah.
Right. But the weeks though start with Sunday. Keep going.
in it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant.
So we're not supposed to do no work. None of our households not supposed to do no work on the 7th day. Keep going.
Nor thy stranger that is within thy gate. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day.
So God rested on the 7th day, which was Saturday. Because they changed the days as far as names go, but they never changed the number sequence. You know what I'm saying? You never hear about an 8th day. You know what I'm saying? It's always 7 days of a week, and then it starts over again. Day 1, right? That was it on it?
Yes, sir.
All right, so the Sabbath day, we're not supposed to work. It's other rules of the Sabbath. Give me Nehemiah 10:31. The 10:31. I'm going to show you what else we can't do on the Sabbath day, because these are things they're supposed to teach us in church. You say you never even heard it. What church you go to?
I go to Living World Church.
Living World. Hey, you need to get away from them, man. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. They ain't teaching you nothing up in that church. If you never heard of the Sabbath day, it's a sin not to keep the Sabbath day. What sin? Because he just told you what sin is. You might not have heard it when he...
Yeah, I ain't too much here.
You ain't here. But you heard of sin before, like God is going to come back and kill sinners. You heard of that. So what's sin? Because he coming back to kill sinners. You don't want to be that. So what is sin? Forget that and get 1 John 3 and 4. You don't know what it is.
No, I said I don't want to be now.
You don't want to be a sinner though. For sure. That's right. Nobody want to be that, but nobody know what it is. So you could be that this whole time and wouldn't know it. Watch this. 1 John 3 and 4.
The book of 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law.
So whoever does sin, they transgress, meaning they break the law. Keep going.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
When you commit sin, you break God's laws. What I was just reading you about the Sabbath day, that's a law. When I read you about the hair on your face, a beard, that's a law. So right now, you don't have hair on your face, you'll be in the midst of sin. So when Christ come back, he will kill you. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we got grace. You heard of grace before. I know your pastor probably preach about grace. Get Titus 2:11. I'm going to show you about this grace, though, because grace, you on the grace, you got a chance to get it right. You know what I'm saying? Just like you ever paid a bill before? Light bill, water bill? Yeah, but if you late on that bill, it's called a grace period. Do that mean that you ain't got to pay the light bill no more, the water bill no more? Because you under the grace period? You still got to pay it, right? Hey, it's the same thing with God's laws, but I'm going to show it to you. Read what you got.
The book of Titus chapter 2 verse 11. For the grace of God that bringeth salvation have appeared to all men.
So in order for you to be saved, you got a chance. You know what I'm saying? You're under grace. It appeared to all men. All men of Israel got grace, right? Keep going.
Teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust.
So grace is supposed to teach you to not do wrong, not do worldly lust. Like this parade, this is a worldly lust. I want to come out and see little kids and catch candy. That's a worldly lust, right? Nothing to do with God. Keep going.
We should live soberly.
We're supposed to live sober, right? You drink alcohol and things?
I drink.
Smoke marijuana and anything? Well, all praises, all praises. We're supposed to be sober at all times, you know what I'm saying? It's a time and a place to drink, you know what I'm saying? But you're not supposed to get drunk. Keep going.
Righteously and godly in this present world.
Grace supposed to teach you to live godly in this present world. That was it on that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the grace period is a time period for us to get right and keep the commandments of God before Christ come back. Get Colossians 2 and 8. I'm gonna show you something. Cause you celebrate Christmas, anything like that, Thanksgiving, New Year's. Wait, what was yesterday? A famous thing that everybody was celebrating yesterday. You know?
Yeah, me and my wife celebrate Valentine's.
Valentine. Okay. What's the origins of Valentine? You know?
Well, I'm gonna say I just call it like a love day.
A love day.
Call it a love day.
Hey, When you look up the history of Valentine's Day, it went back to ancient Rome and it went back to Egypt. Do you know that they was going around slapping women with slabs of meat? They said that would make them fertile. You know what I'm saying? It was a reproductive type of thing, right? Yeah, because you ain't looking it up the history. But what I'm saying, it's a tradition of men. You got to start looking up things. Once you wake up, once your eyes are open, you're going to start like, wait a minute, man, why do we celebrate Christmas? You know what I'm saying? When you read the scripture, the shepherds was in the field during the time of Christ. It couldn't have been dead of winter. So why are we celebrating in December 25th in the dead of winter, right? Watch this, Colossians 2 and 8.
The book of Colossians chapter 2 verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you.
Beware. If you was walking to somebody, finna get ready to go in somebody's house or something, it's got a sign that say, beware of dog. Do that mean you could just walk in carefree, or what does it mean? You should do what?
I mean, you don't put this go in there.
You should do what, though? If you still gonna go in there, but what should you do? You should use caution, right? So, Paul is letting you know, hey, use caution lest somebody come spoil you, read?
Through philosophy.
Saying that way, you know what? That boy was born. He was born a woman inside. He should be able to change that, right? Hey, just do what you feel. A philosophy, right? Read.
And vain deceit.
Vain deceit. They know that Christ wasn't born December 25th, but yet they set up all the markets. They sell you things. They got the Salvation Army ringing the bell. Everybody's telling you, hey, Merry Christmas. Everybody's in a good mood. They know that it's not. Read it again.
And vain deceit.
They're deceiving you. Vain, right? Keep going.
After the tradition of men.
After God.
After the tradition of men.
All the stuff that we're doing today in the world is tradition of men. You understand that? You got any questions for me, man? Like you trying to run away from? You ain't trying to go now, is you?
No.
All right, well, cool. So let me ask you this then. You celebrate Christmas though?
Well, yeah, but I celebrate Christmas.
You celebrate Christmas?
Yeah.
You say you got a son?
Yeah, I got a son.
So y'all put the tree in the house and everything?
Yeah.
Put the lights on the outside of the house?
Yeah, we do all the put the lights on the outside.
So, what do the Bible say about celebrating Christmas? You know?
Well,
Do they say it's Jesus' birthday?
Jesus' birthday. They say that's the day you really want to celebrate.
That's the day you're supposed to celebrate Christmas. All right. Let's get it out the Bible though. Let's see what God said, because it said, let God be true and every man a lie. So let's see. Read what you got.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you.
So God is speaking to you.
O house of Israel.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the house of Israel. We're reading to you. Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the other nation, the heathen. You're not heathen, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Don't learn the way of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Don't be worried about horoscopes. I'm a Pisces and you're a Cancer. That means we're go good together. Don't worry about stuff like that. That's a tradition of man. Read.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
The other nations, they love looking at horoscopes. Not you.
For the customs of the people are vain.
So right now, it's talking about the customs of these other nations. They're vain. So let's get into some of these customs and see what it's talking about. Read.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
So this particular custom, they get a tree out of the forest. They set a tree up. Read.
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
So back in the day, how they used to get the Christmas tree? Right now, you can go to the dollar store and get the plastic one. But back in the day, what kind of trees they used to have? The wood tree, the real tree, right? So that's what this scripture talking about. The axemen used to go cut the trees out and they'll sell it to you. Keep going. They don't use the real tree no more. That's right. But watch this. Keep going.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
They deck it, meaning they decorate this tree. They go get it from the woods, they put it in their house, and they decorate it with silver and with gold. You remember that song, Silver and Gold? That's what they talking about, right? Keep going.
And they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Go back to verse 2 about learn not.
Verse 2, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So are we supposed to be celebrating Christmas? We supposed to be putting that tree up? We're not supposed to do that, right? So, from this day forward, Deuteronomy 7:25. So, from this day forward, are you going to put that tree in your house?
Put a tree in my house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in my house, but I know really I don't put it in.
Alright, so watch this. Last scripture, man. Deuteronomy 7:25.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 25. The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire.
God said we're supposed to burn those things with fire. All these different images that they have for us, like celebrating Christmas and all that. That fake cross that we got and all that. We supposed to burn those things. Read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 25. The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire, for thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them.
All that silver and gold, right? These Jesus pieces and all that people wearing. That ain't even Christ. But keep going.
Nor take it unto thee, lest thou be snared therein.
Lest they be snared, lest it just runs with your, it takes over your mind. That's all you know now. You just going through the flow, celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's. You ain't even looking up the oranges. Keep going.
For it is an abomination to the Lord thy God.
God love it when we celebrate Christmas.
For it is an abomination to the Lord thy God.
He like it when we put the tree and decorate it, right?
For it is an abomination unto the Lord thy God. Neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thine house.
We're not supposed to bring abomination into our house, so you're not supposed to bring that tree in your house. You need to stop from this day forward, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to do it next year? December 25th?
I had to talk to my wife.
You got to talk to your wife. One more scripture, officer. One more scripture. Matthew, not Matthew, 1 Corinthians 11:3. Hey, my mind going blank trying to get this scripture. Hey, you say you got to ask your wife before you?
Yeah, about putting the tree
But
up.
putting the tree up. But you the man of the house.
I know the man of the house,
But she,
that's my wife.
watch what God say. I know what you finna say. I can't hear it no more. I know what you about to say. Let's listen to what God say. I want you to take heed to this thing. 1 Corinthians 11:1.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
So this is Paul writing. He said, be followers of me because I'm following Christ, right? And we trying to follow Christ too. That's why we call ourselves Christians. Right? Keep going.
Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things. Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
I want you to pay attention now. He said the head of every man is who? You just heard it?
Yeah.
What it say?
He is a man who he lives.
You man. So how you gonna be head of you man? Watch this. Run it back. Verse 3.
Verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is
Christ, right? So you got Christ right here. Think of a totem pole. You got Christ right at the top right now. Keep going.
and the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is who?
Is the man.
No, the head of the man is the woman.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So who's over the woman? The man. So why you gotta go home and ask her about the Christmas tree?
Because
She
she decorates shit.
She
She
decorate.
celebrate Christmas.
So-
see, Christmas, that's her day.
So according to the order,
My whole family really.
matter of fact, 1 Corinthians 15, 14, 15.
My whole family.
Decent land order. Watch this. 1440, my bad. Watch this. This is what God is all about. Because it's an order. You got God, Christ, man, woman. But what you just said is kind of backwards. Watch this.
Understand what I'm saying?
Let's see what the Bible say one more time. Read what you got.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order.
And what?
Decently and in order.
Everything that you do got to be decently and in order, according to the scriptures. You can't let your woman run you. You know what I'm saying?
No, she don't run.
So you ain't got to go home. Hey, you go home and tell her, hey, woman, no more Christmas tree, and that's final.
My mom,
You know what I'm saying? Your mama.
They do stuff, but you know, I ain't no time.
Matthew 10, 34.
My mama tell her well not.
Yeah. Watch this.
You know, do her-
So it's all about trying to make it to the kingdom of heaven, because you know the kingdom of heaven is coming, right? You want to be delivered. You want to be saved, right?
I wanna be saved.
Because right now we're in hell. You want to make it to the kingdom of heaven, right? Matthew 10, 34. Last scripture for you, I promise. Last scripture, and we got to roll out. 10, 34, I believe. Read what you got.
The book of Matthew chapter 10 verse 34.
You said your wife, you said your mom. Let's see. Let's see what the Bible says.
Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
This is Christ speaking. He said, I ain't come to send peace on earth, because he's coming back, right? Read.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Christ coming to destroy people, right? He coming to kill. Read.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
He's gonna set it's gonna be tension between households, right? Because all of a sudden you're gonna wake up and you're gonna read what the Bible say. Wait a minute, I'm not supposed to celebrate Christmas no more. You're gonna try to take it home and you're gonna have a problem. But Christ said it don't matter. Yeah, read on.
Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me.
Cause you said, man, my mama, she that's what you said, right? Your mama, right? Read it again, 36, 37.
Verse 37, he that loveth father or mother
If you love your dad or your mom more than who?
more than me,
More than who?
more than me,
If you love your mom, your father, your wife, your kids more than you love Christ, what?
is not worthy of me.
Christ said you ain't worthy of him. He died for you and your family. But if you lay down the law that you're not supposed to do these things anymore, that's supposed to be it.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.